It's a brand new week, and that means a brand new episode of the Well of Inspiration. Welcome wherever you may be on the continent. Dawn and Wellington with you, bringing you some more motivational content and just welcoming Wellington back again and finding out what this week has to offer. Wellington, hi.
Hey, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, thanks. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing very well. I am not complaining at all.
Yeah, you never complain. You never complain. I was just going through the different episodes that we've actually covered on the Well of Inspiration, and this week is our 10th episode.
Oh, wow. It's been 10 already, huh? Time flies.
Imagine that.
Flies.
It really does.
And it's a really wonderful milestone as well. It's a wonderful milestone, you know?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So what do you have in store for our viewers today on the Well of Inspiration?
You know what, for today, I thought maybe I would dive into the wilderness of Africa, so to speak. As you know, Africa is famous for its wildlife, you know, with the big five being on the continent and the many other animals that we have on the continent. But there's one particular one that stands out when you think about the animals of Africa and just generally when you think about animals. It is this animal that they sometimes call the king. They call him the king of the jungle, the lion. Now, why do they call the lions the king? Because when I look at them, I believe lions carry with them a touch of royalty, a certain element of authority that they carry with them, the confidence that makes you look at them with admiration as if you are looking at a king. That is the animal I want us to look at today and to consider whether we as individuals can actually learn a few things from the way of the lion, how they go about their business, how they carry on in the jungle, and the level of respect they command, and how they actually coordinate activities within their network, within their community as lions. As human beings, we can learn a lot from the king, the lion.
Wellington, I don't think there's anyone on this planet who can actually craft something to do with a lion and be able to implement it into the human race just like you would be able to do it. There's no one else, I think, that can do this. So I'm eager to know more about today's episode, The Way of the Lion.
The Way of the Lion, indeed. So look, let's think about a lion. When you watch documentaries, or if you're fortunate like some of us in Africa, where you get the chance to go on a safari and actually observe these animals in their natural habitat, you get to see them perform at a level that is absolutely amazing. Starting with the lion's attitude. Think about it. When a lion sees an elephant, what does it see? It doesn't see a threat. It sees lunch. It's time for lunch. When you and I look at the elephant, we start to shake and we begin to think, which way am I going to go if this thing starts coming at me? But when a lion sees this thing, a lion sees an opportunity. You know what, my friends? In all the things that we do on a daily basis in our lives, there are times when we are faced with insurmountable or seemingly insurmountable circumstances. We come across adversaries that we might think are going to destroy us. But just like the lion, let's dive into an attitude that is positive and seeking and confident that will allow us to go and attack the day, the moment, the opportunity in such a way that we can derive from the opportunity the best value that we can get. That is the number one key learning from the lion's attitude. Now, secondly, think about the boldness of a lion. You see, a lion, it doesn't announce that it's coming. It doesn't give excuses and say, "Excuse me, guys, I am passing by." It simply makes a huge announcement whether you like it or not, you hear the roar. When you hear the roar, you know the king is in the area and you know what to do with yourself. It is that boldness of the lion that makes it so unique, that every animal in the jungle, when they hear the roar of the lion, they immediately raise their ears and attention to see what's coming next, whether they are under threat or whether the lions are just chilling and having a good time. They carry with them a boldness that we as individuals, if we were to carry that boldness and move away from giving excuses for the things we cannot do, but simply making announcements. Don't say, excuse me. Simply say, I am ready. I'm coming. Be prepared for me. Raise your voice and let your voice be known, whether it's by the marketplace, whether it's by your environment, whether it's by your family, by your community. Raise your voice with boldness, just like what the lion does, moving with boldness. That's another lesson we can pick from the lion as we observe how we as human beings can tune our ways by learning the way of the lion.
Wellington, I love this. I love the fact that you've been able to take the lion's attitude and implement it and tell us, they look for the opportunity. When they see an elephant, it's not that they're seeing a threat. They're seeing an opportunity. They're hungry. They know what they want to go for. They know even if the elephant is slightly bigger than the lion, they're going to go for it because they have that hunger. They have the drive. And I think we also need to have that hunger and that drive away, as well as to be able to push ourselves to get to a point where we can say, I'm not scared. Implementing that boldness as well, putting boldness into the picture. Don't make excuses. We can all make excuses, but it takes a lot for you to stand there, however small you may feel that you are, in the company of people who have been maybe in your field of work for a long time. You stand there, be firm, and actually push yourself forward so you can actually implement these two traits that the lion has into your own life, into your own business, and propel yourself further.
100%. Be bold in whatever you do. If you want to write with confidence. If you want to speak with confidence. If you want to sing, my friend, stand up and build it up. Let the world hear what you have to offer. If you want to start a business, don't think twice. Go for it. Give it a shot. Learn if you make a mistake. If something doesn't work out, learn from it. Pick yourself up and run with boldness. That is one of the key lessons we can pick up from the lion.
And with that said, we'll be right back. Welcome back, and if you just tuned in on this episode of The Well of Inspiration, it's all about the way of the lion. And Wellington is taking the different traits of the lion, and he says the way of the lion. When you look at a lion, you see royalty. There's something royal about lions. They know what they want. They know how to get it. They fear nothing. They go for it. So they do have an attitude that is a go-getter attitude. They see an elephant and they're like, I'm going to go and get the elephant. It's not a threat. It's an opportunity. They have a boldness about themselves that they're able to stand firm and be able to do what they need to do. And Wellington is telling you today, take these traits, implement them into your life, implement them into your businesses. Find a way for you to capture that essence that makes that lion so royal. In the wilderness of Africa, you can capture those different essences that the lion has and actually implement them into your life, and it can actually propel you to be greater, to be stronger, to be more powerful, to be bold, to make no excuses. Wellington, what else about the lion can we learn?
You know what? One thing I noticed is that lions don't hang around with dogs. Think about it. Lions are actually social animals. They hang around within their prides. They've got families, they've got siblings. Within their pride, they are a well-knit network, but they hang around together. Have you ever wondered, why is it that they don't hang around with dogs, for example? It is because lions pick from each other. They learn from each other. You know what, my friends? If you hang around with people in a particular income bracket, you're going to be one of them. You are never going to have a positive attitude if you spend your time with people who carry with them a negative attitude. Look around you. Are you hanging around with lions or are you hanging around with dogs? That's food for thought for you today. So the next lesson, Don, that I think we can consider when it comes to the way of the lion is to understand that lions they make it a point to mentor the next generation. They make it a point to mentor the next generation. Lions will take the small cubs, and when they go hunting, they have the cubs watch the hunt, watch the strategy, watch how they move. They might even just be sitting on the sidelines and watching the mother and the daddy go about hunting, and the big brothers go about hunting. Why? Because the lion understands that it is the young cubs who will defend the tribe, the pride in the future. Therefore, they prepare them for what's about to come. They understand that for the lions to feed, remember, lions wake up every day and they know that if they don't hunt, they don't eat. But it should not only be the leaders of the pride who go hunting, but the entire family. But before the family can go hunting, they've got to be taught how to do it. Lions mentor the next generation.
Love that. And I think this one is something that we can implement into our lives. We need to mentor the next generation. If you're a parent, mentor your children. Take them in the right direction. Show them the different things that they need to put from a very young age into place to allow them to prosper, to grow, to succeed as they move on into their future.
So the next element I want us to consider when it comes to the way of the lion is to understand that lions embrace failures. Did you know that when lions go out hunting, I saw this in a documentary somewhere that said that lions, when they go hunting, they are only successful 20% of the times. The other 80%, the hunt is not successful. They either just lose the prey that they're chasing, or something happens and the hunt is just not successful. My friends, think about this. If the lion, with all its pride, with all its kingdom, with all its royalty, if the lion embraces failure, what about you and me, my friend? We have the responsibility that whenever we fall, we get back up, because it is not only us who are failing. The whole world experiences failure from time to time, but it is our responsibility, my friends, whenever we fail, to rise back up and do what we have to do until we achieve success. Even if sometimes we experience more failures than successes, the successes must inform us more than the failures will do. And the failures must teach us more than what our successes will do. That is the way of the lion, to embrace failure, but not let it hold you back.
Wow, I love that, Wellington. I love the way you said, they actually have success 20% of the time, and 80% of the time it's failure, but they still know what they need to do. They still get up and do it, and they still keep pushing forward. And it's something that we need to find a way to implement into our lives. Sometimes I know it's easier said than done, to tell people, just keep getting up and keep going. It can be tough mentally, physically, emotionally, but if you keep pushing yourself and keep moving forward, it doesn't matter how many times you fall, it matters how many times you get back up again.
That is so true, Don. That is 100% true. Now, here's one other thing that lions do. Lions work as a team. Lions work as a team. If you see a lion that is by themselves, that lion has been kicked out of a pride, and that lion is in danger at that particular time, because they are never as successful individually as they are as a pride, as a team. Now, my friends, if you and me are to get into a business, if you and me are to start a project, why is it that we think we can do it by ourselves? Why is it that we do not embrace the idea of moving with a team that supports us, a team that gives us the motivation, the encouragement in times when things are not going well? Remember, the acronym team says together everybody achieves more. Listen, when a pride of lions goes hunting, if they pull down an elephant, each one of the tribe gets to have a feast more than they have on any other day, simply because they have gone and achieved this big success together as a team. Let's learn from the lion, my friends, and be able to work as a team, bring people together in the projects we're doing, bring people together in the lives we're leading, in all our initiatives as individuals, in whatever goals you set for yourself. Ask yourself this question: who is on your team? And your team doesn't have to be people that you employ. It can be your parents, your friends, your mentors, your acquaintances, people you come across. Anybody you choose can be on your team. It can even be the well of inspiration where you come to hear information, ideas, and strategies that you can use to take your life, your business, your career, your relationships, even your finances to the next level of success. Bring us into your team. Let's work together. We are routing for you, and don't do it alone. We are there for you.
Wellington, fantastic stuff from you today on the way of the lion. And if you've ever wondered why people are so excited about lions, why people are so engaged in what kind of lifestyle lions have in Africa, a lot of people come here to visit, to go on safaris, to see the lions, to see the kind of lifestyle. For them, it's a bit of royalty, like Wellington has said. Now you know the different aspects of a lion that, actually touch people's souls in different ways, in different aspects. And something that you can implement is by going through, those different stages that Wellington has told you, focusing on it, the lion's attitude, the boldness, making sure that you mentor the next generation, ensuring that, you have the great support, the great team, the team effort that comes behind it in order for you to succeed. Wellington, this is fantastic stuff on the lion today. And, absolutely fantastic stuff from you. Thank you so much for this episode. Any final words before we wrap up on the Well of Inspiration today?
So here's one thing that I know. This one particular thing I know about human beings is that as human beings, we have aspirations. We've got goals. We've got things that make us wake up in the morning that we want to do, milestones we want to achieve, be it losing weight, finances, business, your career, school, relationships, whatever it is you're working on. You've got these big aspirations. My friends, I'm encouraging you today to adopt the way of the lion. Take a positive attitude. Be bold wherever you go. Learn from your mistakes. And remember to teach other people. When you have learned and become successful, learn to teach the next generation. And don't forget to hang around with like-minded people who encourage you and motivate you and inspire you to do the right things towards the achievement of your goals and your dreams.
Wellington, thank you so much for this episode of The Well of Inspiration. It's inspired me personally, and it's been absolutely fantastic to have you on board. For those of you who are joining us for the first time here on The Well of Inspiration, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. And don't forget as well, we've got more episodes. We have a playlist for The Well of Inspiration. You've missed out. You can catch up. It's all there on our channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. There are people who might need this message, so please do share it with them, inspire them, motivate them with this, The Way of the Lion. And join us with Wellington right here, Cradle of Life production. And now don't forget as well, if you do have any questions for Wellington, you can actually place your comments below and he will get back to you. Don't forget to follow him as well on his website, www.wellofinspiration.com. And don't forget, we also have a website. You can check it out, www.thecradleoflife.co. Wellington, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on board. And thank you for showing us the way of the lion.
Thank you, my friend. It's been a pleasure as always, and I wish you a tremendous week ahead and all the best in everything that you do.
And to you to have a great, successful week ahead. And make sure for those who are watching, do it the way of the lion.
There you go.
Wellington, until next time, we'll catch you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Have a great one.
You too.